this video, I'm going to talk about the hormones you should get checked if you're a man. Let's start with testosterone. You should check total testosterone and free testosterone because actually they are both important. Free testosterone is actually the part of testosterone that exerts its complete actions on the cells. So, for example, if you're feeling low in energy, sex drive, motivation, or you're seeing that you're gaining body fat easily, plus you lose also muscle easily, and you're having possibly difficulty building muscle, then there is the possibility that you have either low total testosterone or free testosterone or both. So in my opinion, you should check both. Also guys, a bonus tip is to check DHT, because DHT is the most potent androgen in the body. So if you can, please check also DHT. Now from here I want to go directly to LH and FSH. You should also check LH and FSH because they are both very important. FSH is involved mainly in the induction and maintenance of spermatogenesis. Meanwhile, LH stimulates the release of testosterone by daily Leydig cells in the testes. So check both, please, if you can. Also, if you have low LH, it could indicate that you have a problem with your pituitary gland. Next, guys, you should also check prolactin. Prolactin is also normally released by the pituitary gland, and both men and women produce it. Although there can be a stronger increase in prolactin when women are breastfeeding, men should always try to keep their prolactin low or within the normal range, because if prolactin is too high, there can be some problems for men, particularly problems associated with sex, so delayed ejaculation, but also loss of erection and also sex drive. This happens because prolactin has the ability to suppress GnRH, which stands for gonadotropin releasing hormone, therefore inhibiting the release of FSH and LH. LH, as I said earlier, signals to the testes to produce testosterone, so it can actually lower your testosterone. And next, guys, another hormone which is actually very related to prolactin is actually cortisol. There was a study that showed that prolactin and cortisol, they can actually race together, and cortisol occasionally is fine because sometimes it can spike, like in the morning. It is essential cortisol spike in order to wake up, but if it is chronic, it can cause a lot of problems such as loss of sex drive, because as I said also earlier with prolactin, cortisol can actually act on gonadotropin releasing hormone and suppressing therefore fertility and also sex drive. And other side effects can also be muscle breakdown, loss of sex drive, sleep problems, and also weight gain. Next, guys, you should also check your sex hormone binding globulin. Sex hormone binding globulin is a protein that binds to testosterone, and therefore by binding to testosterone, it actually impedes the total effect of free testosterone on the cell, because as I said earlier, if you have very high sex hormone binding globulin, free testosterone cannot act properly on the cell because it is bound to this protein. As a consequence, what you should do is try to have a low sex hormone binding globulin in order for free testosterone to exert its total actions. That's why if you see a low free testosterone, you should also check your sex hormone binding globulin in order to see if it's high and it's possibly causing a decrease in free testosterone. Next, guys, vitamin D. Vitamin D is important for many functions, such as, for example, a healthy brain function and also the support of muscle growth. But there was also a study that showed that vitamin D can actually improve your erection quality and also was associated with higher testosterone levels. Next, guys, insulin. Insulin is a very important test because it actually shows how insulin sensitive you are, and as a consequence, how also well you tolerate carbohydrates. If you are very insulin sensitive, as a consequence, you will be also able to gain muscle easier because all the nutrients you will absorb will actually go easier to the muscle. The actual role of insulin is actually to open the cells in order for glucose to be absorbed and used as fuel. Also, another info is that insulin is produced in the pancreas by your beta cells. Next, guys, thyroid hormones, starting from TSH, which stands for thyroid stimulating hormone, and TSH regulates the production of T3 and T4. In general, guys, thyroid hormones are important for controlling metabolism and also heart rate, your breathing, and other things. So please check also this and be sure that your values are in the normal range, because you don't want to be hypothyroid or hyperthyroid, because this can cause different problems as well. Next, guys, progesterone and DHEA. They are both precursors to testosterone, and it has been shown that progesterone actually influences the synthesis of testosterone in the ladies' cells. Next, guys, IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. This is very important for general regeneration and growth of the cells and the tissues in the organism, but it was also associated with the growth of skeletal muscle and also healthy bones and tissues in general. So guys, these are the hormones that, in my opinion, you should get checked if you are a man. Of course, before checking these hormones, be sure to also talk to your doctor and agree whether these should be the right hormones that you should check. I also want to say that this info that I am providing is actually for general info purpose only, and for whatever reason or whatever problem you have with your body, please consult with your doctor first. I will leave a link with a free gym split in the description, and also another link if you're interested in working with me. Thanks for watching, guys.